Alright, so I'm not saying it's cold, but if it gets any colder, I'm gonna have to start paying my space heater and my flannels double overtime because they're gonna quit. I'm not saying it's cold, but I'm gonna have to start wearing freezer gloves just to handle the can. I'm not saying it's cold because I live in California and really it's not that cold and I'm just a wuss. Anyway, listen, before we go any further, I just wanna let you know that none of this episode is sponsored by Skillshare. Not one single moment is sponsored by Skillshare. That being said, there is a link in the description that might just be an affiliate link and you can use it if you want, but you don't have to. Basically what I'm doing is I want to learn you something. I want to get you next to some facts. Let's go! So growing up, I hated school. I mean, I hated it. I just didn't feel the necessity in it. I only wanted to learn the things that I wanted to learn. It really made my school life, well, miserable. At least from my parents' standpoint, they did not appreciate that I did not appreciate anything that I was learning in school. That being said, there were some things there that I did want to learn and I excelled in those, but I still had to struggle through the math and the science and all that other crap. That is part of the reason why it took me so long to get to college in the first place and why it took me so long to start my career, but hey, you know, I got here on my time. So the ironic part here is that even though I hated school and I hated my teachers back then, I have this really crazy desire right now to teach. Before we go any further, I'm gonna go get some tacos. But before I go get some tacos, I wanna tell you about one thing that I am blatantly aware of. I don't know if I'm any good at teaching. I might be terrible at it. I know that I have a tendency to go on and on and on about things when I probably could summarize a little bit better. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. Taco shop's over there. I'm gonna leave you here. Okay, tacos have been acquired. Now it's time to eat. One of the benefits of being in this neighborhood is that there are 2 taco places within 50 yards of my house. I'm a lucky man. You don't need to see this part. Okay, stop. There's something we need to talk about. There's something that I kind of missed as I started this video. In fact, I recorded this whole other section to talk about one part of the thing before I even got to what is really the most important point. I'm here to tell you that I want to teach and I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be teaching courses on Skillshare. I'm going to be teaching design-oriented courses on Skillshare because I don't know how to teach art. I really don't. You could look at that thing and I could show you this is what I do, but I couldn't tell you how to do it other than put a bunch of paint on there and see what looks good. Obviously, design is a little bit more technical. It's a little bit more nuanced than just throwing paint at a wall. They need an experienced hand to give you the inside scoop on how to get things done quicker, more efficiently, and I mean, I'm just one guy, but I can help you with that. But here's the thing, I am just one guy. I'm just one guy, and I think that there are plenty of people here, probably watching right now, that need to be taking more time teaching, need to be taking more time sharing. I believe it's essential for 2 main reasons. The first one being that, look, this community that you exist in, it brought you up, and now it's time to give back. Because whether you know it or not, a lot of people and a lot of elements came in together to help you get to where you are right now. Even if you are maybe just getting into whatever it is you're doing and just getting along that path, there are other things that you've done, that you've experienced, that you could probably share with somebody else. So it's important for people to teach more. It's important for people to share more, even if it's simple tutorial videos on YouTube. Now, does that mean you have to do tutorial videos on YouTube? No. Could it be that you just, host a little meetup and teaching people how to do whatever it is that you do, or you go find some young kids at the college or whatever and share your knowledge, or whatever it is that you're doing, you want to share it with somebody else so that you can spread the love of whatever it is that you're into, keeping the momentum of the creative aspects of whatever you're doing alive by sharing it with other people. And then they in turn do the same. It keeps on moving down the line until infinitum. Second, and in my opinion, most important reason that you should be teaching is that it creates fulfillment within inside you. I'll tell you right now that anytime somebody says to me, Dave, Thank you so much for sharing. It has helped me. It would hit me in the right time at the right place, just what I needed right now. Anytime somebody says that, it is the most fulfilling thing that ever happens. Sure, I'm gonna be taking these courses and I'm gonna be putting them up on Skillshare for people to buy into. Just because somebody is paying for something doesn't necessarily mean that you can't get fulfillment from that. And I don't mean monetary fulfillment. I mean, they paid money to do the course, and even though they paid money to do the course, they have this extra level of appreciation for somebody who came in and taught them something, made their life a little bit better. No matter how much money you got paid for that course, that appreciation that's the lifeblood. That's what keeps me going. That's why I keep doing what I do. And I cannot encourage it more. Can I encourage it more? I probably could encourage it more, but I'm encouraging it more now. Again, it doesn't mean you have to go put up a course on Skillshare. It just means take what knowledge you have and give it to somebody else. And do so willingly, and do so with enthusiasm, and do so with the intent of them learning, not so much you gaining. But I guarantee you, when they learn and they're appreciative, you will gain. So what class am I gonna teach on Skillshare? Well, you're just gonna have to wait and see, but I will tell you this. It's gonna be fun. One thing I've noticed about some of the people who teach on Skillshare is they're a little too serious, and I think we need to lighten it up a little bit. So let's go have a good time. Let's learn some stuff. Let's teach some stuff, and then make the world a better place. This video should have been out by now. Folks, remember, be good today, be even better tomorrow. See ya. Coffee is good.